Ethan, this is just a checkup, right?
The wound's healing well. There's just some redness around it. It needs to be cleaned, or it could get infected. You came here. Don't pretend you don't know why.
No way. How did it end up like this?
My name is Ben. I'm 23. I just graduated from college. 3 days ago, my mom's stepson performed my hemorrhoid surgery. I thought after going through that, I'd never feel embarrassed again. I couldn't have been more wrong. The moment I bent over and he inserted his finger for the rectal exam, I still couldn't stop myself from crying out. Ben, what's wrong?
No, I can't do this. I can't. Ethan, I'm leaving!
That's not happening. Get back on the table. If the exam isn't clear, we'll try something else.
Ethan, seriously, I'm fine. The surgery went well. I'm healing just fine. You said the exam might not be enough, so what are you doing?
Relax. You'll know in a second. A little loose? Have you ever used anything like this before?
What? No, I haven't. Ethan, it feels so full. What is that? Why is it so warm? Last cheat meal. Healthy living starts tomorrow.
I was 23, fresh out of college, no job, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no plan. My one real joy in life was food, especially spicy food. Back then, I had no idea that my happy hot pot meal would, 3 days later, deliver me right beneath the fingers of my brother, a brother of a different blood.
Ben, come home for dinner next weekend. Uncle Fang is cooking a feast, and your brother will be there too.
Ethan? Why is he coming?
What kind of question is that? He's my son, your brother. Why wouldn't he come home for dinner?
I barely know him.
You know how good Uncle Fang has been to us. Ethan's his son. Why can't you get closer to him? You two are brothers.
My brother and I were never close.
He's 4 years older than I am. When I was a junior in college, my mom married Uncle Fang, his father. We ended up living under the same roof, but I could count on one hand the number of conversations we ever had. He was always busy, always stone-faced, like the whole world owed him money. I thought that's how we'd always be, two strangers living under the same roof. Then my asshole had other plans.
3 days. 3 days ago, I was perfectly fine. Now I can barely walk. I swear, if I ever eat spicy food again, somebody slap some sense into me.
Number 17, Benjamin Cole, please proceed to exam room 3.
Doctor, I can't do this anymore. It hurts so bad. Please, help me. Ethan?
Pants off. Face down on the exam table.
I can't do this. I'm leaving.
You're not going anywhere. Face down on the table. I need to perform the exam.
You're my brother. How can you...
That was the day I realized something. The harder you run from something, the faster it catches up with you. And my something was a Kara National surgeon in gold-rimmed glasses, who also happened to be my brother.
Bro, can you hurry?
Relax. The more you tense up, the more uncomfortable it'll be. Bit loose.
What?
Have you ever used anything like this before? Or had any previous rectal procedures?
No, of course not. I almost said I was still a virgin. But lying face down in front of my brother and blotting out I'm a virgin, somehow that sounded even more humiliating than the exam itself. Ah! Goodness, please, no.
So, no prior procedures?
No, really, no, please, just finish. I want to go home.
Internal hemorrhoids, nothing severe. You'll need a minor procedure to remove them. Are you available Friday afternoon?
Surgery?
It's a minor procedure. Local anesthesia. You'll be able to go home the same day.
Okay.
Friday, 2 p.m. Don't be late. And stay away from spicy food.
For a second, I couldn't tell if he was worried about me or just being my doctor. I honestly couldn't tell. All I knew was that my heart was beating a little faster.
A bit loose, so no prior procedures?
Just kill me!
Ben, you went to the hospital today. What did the doctor tell you?
Nothing serious, just a small issue. I'm
having a minor procedure on Friday.
Ben, how's everything going? Now that you've graduated, any plans?
Still looking. No rush.
Ethan, have you been busy at the hospital lately?
Not too bad. I've got a minor procedure on Friday afternoon. The patient's young. He should recover pretty fast.
Ethan! He said the patient right there at the dinner table, in front of everyone, like he didn't even know me, but I could see it in his eyes. He was messing with me.
Ethan, did you give me the anesthetic yet?
I did. You shouldn't be feeling anything now.
Really? Because I feel like I can still...
That's all in your head. Relax.
He said I couldn't feel anything, but I could feel the edge of his glove, his breath, the hem of his coat brushing my cough when he leaned in. I could feel all of it.
The wound looks good. You're all stitched up. No shower tonight. You can shower tomorrow. Slow down. If you tear it, I'm not stitching you up again.
You're pretty good with stitches. Way better than I am with a needle.
No spicy food tonight.
You already said that. Why did he say the same thing twice? I didn't know, but in that moment, I started to wonder if maybe he cared about more than just the wound.
I'll walk you out.
No, it's okay. I can walk on my own.
You can walk, but you look ridiculous, like a penguin.
Hey!
Palm was on my arm, the warmth coming through my hoodie. I told myself, he's my brother, he's just being professional. But my heart didn't understand what professional meant. It wouldn't stop pounding.
Hey, Ethan.
Still hurts?
Much better. The anesthetic hasn't worn off completely yet.
In that second, he was standing in front of me, the hallway light casting shadows behind him. Felt like he was looking at a patient. But I also felt like he was looking at something else. I didn't let myself think too hard about it.
No spicy food tonight.
That's the third time you've said that.
Because you look like the kind of patient who doesn't listen.
He said I don't listen, that tone, not like a brother, not like a doctor, like someone who'd already decided to take care of me. What made him think he'd be the one to do it?
Day 2 after surgery. The wound still aches, but honestly, the boredom might kill me first. I can't go out, I can't sit for too long, and I can't eat spicy food. At this point, my life feels completely pointless. You've been taking your medicine on time, Ma. I'm fine. It doesn't really hurt anymore. Took the meds. You're lying. You're typing way too slow. If you're still lying on your stomach, it means it still hurts.
How do you know I'm lying on my stomach? He didn't see anything, but he knew. He knew too much.
I suddenly felt like my body wasn't mine alone anymore. Someone else knew it better than I did.
He shouldn't know me this well, and I shouldn't be reacting like this to one text. But I couldn't stop it. My body was way more honest than I was. Ethan, I can get it myself.
I don't trust you not to grab the wrong thing.
Ethan's right, Ben. You're still recovering. No spicy food.
Your brother's a doctor. Listen to him.
He was watching me. I knew it. I didn't dare look up and confirm it, but I could feel the weight of his gaze, just like during the exam, when he was standing behind me.
What's with the weird walk?
Hemorrhoid surgery. Don't ask for details.
Who did it? How was the technique? I heard some doctors are heavy-handed.
Ethan, your brother?
He happens to be a proctologist. Lucky me.
Honestly, it wasn't all bad. At least someone was bringing me food. He showed up himself 3 days in a row.
Your brother? Is he always this nice to you? You were in the hospital, and he brought you food 3 days in a row. Himself. Not through delivery. He's just being a doctor, taking care of his patient.
Marcus said doctor and patient, and something about the way he said it felt wrong. But what scared me more was that I stood there thinking about it, and still couldn't come up with a better word for what we were. It was 2 a.m, and the only thing stuck on loop in my head was him. His fingers, his voice, his breath behind me. I told myself that was normal. Anyone would still be messed up after an exam like that, but what I was feeling didn't feel like fear. It felt like anticipation.
Ethan? What are you doing here?
Your mom asked me to come by. She said you live alone and needed someone to keep an eye on you while you recover. She gave me the key.
How long have you been here?
2 hours. You were out cold.
Can't sleep?
Me neither.
He was sitting there at 2 a.m. on my couch and he said, "Me neither?" 3 words, light as air, but they landed on my chest like something too heavy to breathe through.
I woke up, and the first thing I saw was his face. Then it hit me. I never went back to my room last night. I sat down next to him, we talked, and I fell asleep. What does that mean? I don't know, but my body knew. It chose the spot beside him.
He was in my kitchen, like he belonged there. That thought scared me more than the exam did.
My body had finally healed. I wasn't hobbling around anymore, but my brain, that was another story. At least 20 times a day, I'd open WhatsApp without even thinking, just to see if my doctor had messaged me. He never had, and I kept checking anyway. Somehow that was even more exhausting than the hemorrhoids.
I needed to get out. Hang out with my friends. Eat normal food. Talk about normal things. Just forget about the brother I happened to live with. The one who barely ever spoke.
Ben, what's been up with you lately? You seem out of it. Did you get dumped?
No. I've never even dated.
Then what's with that dazed look? You into someone?
No. There's nothing going on. When I said no, my heart was beating way too fast. That had never happened before.
I sat there alone in that hot pot place, telling myself I was just there for the food. But I knew better. I wanted to know if he'd see me again. I wanted to know if he'd touch me again. I wanted to go back. Tomorrow morning, I'm going back to his clinic, and I'm going to ask him, what did you really mean that day? But I don't know if I'm ready to hear the answer.
Dr. Ethan, the next patient is free.
Keep the area clean. No spicy for 2 weeks. You're good to go.
He said, "You came here, don't pretend you don't know why." And I did know. I knew exactly why. But I couldn't say it. Then he pulled his hand away, and that's when I realized I didn't want him to stop.
Next time you want to see me, don't put yourself through this. Just come see me.
He said, "Next time you want to see me, not come in for a follow-up, not schedule an appointment." He said, "Want to see me." I stared at those words until the screen dimmed, then tapped it awake and read them again. He said, "If you ever need to see me again, just make an appointment." And after that, nothing. No messages. Was he expecting me to reach out? Or was he just being polite? Why am I even overthinking this? He's just my brother.
Ben, are you coming home for dinner this weekend? Uncle Fang picked up fresh crab.
Is Ethan going?
He's off this weekend. He should be there.
I'll think about it. I asked my mom if Ethan was going, and the second it came out of my mouth, I knew I'd meant it. Never. That problem is like a crack. I can't even patch it myself. You've been spaced out all day. Even worse than last week. What's going on?
Nothing. Just didn't sleep well. Ben, we've known each other for 4 years. When you say nothing, you sound exactly like someone who's hiding something. Between you and your brother, is there something going on?
No, there's nothing. We're just brothers.
You look worse than I did when I got dumped.
Marcus said I looked like I'd just gotten dumped. I've never even been in a relationship, but my heart felt like it had just been dropped from somewhere high, and somehow I recognized that pain.
Hey there, you've just watched the exciting preview, and now you're probably itching to see more. Here are 5 reasons why you can't miss the rest of the series. First, the plot is full of unexpected twists and turns, keeping you on the edge of your seat. Second, the complex relationship between the characters will have you hooked as you try to figure out their true feelings. Third, there's a good amount of humor mixed in, providing those much-needed laugh breaks. Fourth, the suspense builds up gradually, making each episode a nail-biter. Fifth, the evolving story just begs to be continued. Head back to the main page to watch all the other amazing episodes.
I just graduated.